RPG a day 2023. We've got to day 19, and day 19 is a favorite published adventure. So there are a couple of different adventures that were really vying for attention here. Forget Me Not by Stygian Fox for Call of Cthulhu is one of the most disturbing things I've read or run, and I absolutely love it. I'm trying to think that I've talked about some Hollow Earth Expedition adventures, which are utterly, utterly fantastic. However, um, I think I've got a new favorite published adventure. And I have mentioned, I think, already this month that I've been running Dolmenwood using Old School Essentials, put out by Necrotic Gnome. Um, and I'd already come across Dolmenwood and I quite liked it. And then I ran for my group an adventure called The Winter's Daughter. Um, and I was looking to run a one shot in Old School Essentials, and that was all I was really interested in. Was like, let's do a one shot. We'll see how it goes. Um, we ran it. It took longer than a one shot, but that's fine. It was still like it was a couple of sessions, and the players absolutely loved it. And we got to the end, and suddenly they were like, "Can we keep this one going?" And that is the reason why I ended up. That's the reason why I ended up running Dolmenwood in the first place, was because suddenly I needed to go somewhere with it. And aside from that, it's also the reason why I've just spent probably more money than I should do on the Dolmenwood Kickstarter. But Dolmenwood is such a rich setting. You can't go anywhere you can't go anywhere without tripping over something that you want to interact with. But Winter's Daughter, what does Winter's Daughter do? And I don't want to give spoilers, but on the surface, it is a small contained dungeon crawl with some little secret bits that you can find out, and some riddles and some clues, and it does that really nicely. However, there is a whole second level beyond that. If you go to particular places, and like normally you would, um, you it suddenly has and I don't want to use the word story because in old school story is a bit of a dirty word, but it gives the characters something to interact with, which is much bigger than you would normally get in a first level adventure. But it really just raises the bar. When I ran it for my birthday this year, I got some guys over. We spent the afternoon playing in the back garden, and I ran it, and they never got there. They went in and they found a couple of the things. I say avoiding spoilers. They got in, they found a couple of things, and then they left. And I was gobsmacked that because they approached it a particular way, they didn't go and find out what was sitting behind it. And like if that game had kept going, it would have got really quite interesting. Um, but yeah, I've run it a couple of times now, and it is, even if you just do the top level dungeon crawl, it's a really nice small contained dungeon crawl. If you go any further into it, it is absolutely beautiful. And I've watched 3D6 down the line. They did a really nice run through of it. So if you're after spoilers, that's a good place to go. But yeah, so Winter's Daughter, it's available, I think, from Exalted Funeral and wherever you get old school essential stuff, and it's really nice. It's a standalone. You probably is not an adventure you could easily just drop into any fantasy world, but it's still totally worth running. And if you're interested in a fairy tale setting with lots of weirdness, some horror, some grit, some whimsy and fun, all wrapped up in a very compelling way. Definitely go and check out the Dolmenwood Kickstarter and get Winter's Daughter as a good kick-off point for that. So yeah, one last Winter's Daughter. Really enjoyed it. I think probably is my favourite scenario at the moment. So yeah, that's me for today, and have a good day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.